over the last week. They started off on Thursday with the L versus Calgary, so that continued a 5-game losing streak, stretching back over before the Olympic break. That was Sam's pick for win of the week. Tough break, buddy. But then they get the surprising, fortunate, awesome win against Edmonton. Kind of scary. It got real close there, and Askey didn't look all that great at times, but they were able to hold on. And then they come back on Sunday and get the overtime winner thanks to Misa. Get
Yeah,
the
man.
job done in overtime against Winnipeg, and the gold medal goalie beating Hellebuck there. So just wanted to talk specifically about a couple of things here. So Michael Misa, over his last 10, I think it's up to 11 games played now. He's got 3 goals and 6 assists, so 9 points in 11 games. He's starting to heat up a bit. The boy, betcha. He's starting to score a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
that's good. We like to see that. Don't let him get hot, right? This is one of the guys. He can start filling it up, right? This is why we drafted him number 2 overall this past season, right?
Yeah, they were talking about Schaefer on the broadcast, and then they said that he's an excellent player, this and that, and giving him his flowers. And then they said, but Misa's is a wonderful second option here. And you know what? He ended up getting the game winning the goal, so it kind of felt like Randy and then we're forecasting the future of the game that on Sunday here for us.
Yeah. That was a fun game to watch, and watching Misa get the goal was great. We've been talking, he's missed a few games, some season because of like injury and things like that. And now he has the rest of the year to score some goals, do what we brought you here to do.
So yeah.
Please get hot.
Yeah. And Will Smith had the first goal of the game, and on that goal, Macklin Celebrini had the secondary assist on that. With that secondary assist, he jumped into the top 10 all-time San Jose Sharks single season points scoring. So he is let's see, he's tied with Patrick Marleau and Brent Burns with 83 points in a single season. The franchise record, I'm not going to make you guess. It's Joe Thornton. How many points though did Joe Thornton have in that in his best season as a Shark?
105.
Higher.
Oh yeah.
There's like 115.
You're very close. It's 114. So yeah,
I think I remember looking it up when I was tracking Macklin's pace.
Yeah. So it's close, right? Like this is we're looking at if we're looking at games played so far, we're at 30. So I mean we've got how many games played so far? I'm doing some quick and dirty math. 58 games played right now is what we've got played. So
yep.
So, yeah, 58 games played. So we're looking at a third of the schedule left is what we've got left, right? Thereabouts. So we played 2/3 of the schedule. We got 1/3 of the schedule left. And he's got 83 points already. I mean, we're talking.
I think he's gonna break Thornton's.
That is Joe Thornton's point total is within reach. That 114 is it is for the taking. It is there. That like 83. If you expand that out, that is I think we're talking right around 118, 119, just like off the top of my head. I could sit there and do the math, actually, like, pull up a calculator and actually do the math. But the point is, so with 24 games left is what we've got. Okay, so there's 24 games left. And he's that's kind of crazy, right? Like this is so cool. This is we're seeing history being made right now. Like this is I'm so excited. This is just his second full year. This is we're already getting treated to greatness. We saw it at the Olympics. The world got to see it at the Olympics. We've been seeing it all year. Just being able to watch him day in day out. We get to see the off the ice stuff too, like following all the socials and stuff. So and then we get to hear all the stories from the reporters and everything too. So like because we're in the weeds and stuff. So this is great for us, but everybody else is kind of starting to get a peek behind the window. And when you look at the standings, we're only 3 points back out of the wild card, the second wild card. When you look at the teams that are around us as well, you're talking about the Predators and the Kings are and the Sharks. They're all at 62 points right now, tied for ninth in the Western Conference. The Seattle Kraken currently hold the second wild card spot at 65 points. The Utah Mammoth have 66. So all five of those teams really within 4 points of each other of those two wild card spots. All five of them. That is absolutely bonkers. And you know what? I'll throw the Oilers in there too because the Oilers have 66 points. So they're right there. I'm not going to talk about the Central teams because all three of them have 87, 81, and 80 points. Nobody's catching them. The Golden Knights and the Anaheim Ducks, excuse me, they have 70 and 69 points. So they're a little bit further out, but they're not exactly like running away with it either. I think Vegas will probably pull away a little bit more, but Anaheim's not exactly super far out either. They could slip back a little bit too. The trade deadline is this Friday as well. So you have to look at that as well. I mean, so there's one more game before the trade deadline hits for the Sharks. You have Montreal.
Apparently there was a lot of scouts at the game yesterday too. So I'm curious. Yeah. I'm curious as to like what is Mike Greer cooking up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I mean it's not just them. Like they were scouting Winnipeg's team as well because Winnipeg is they're out of it. They're the Jets. They're 56 points right now. They're 6 points back of the Sharks. So they got a hell of a lot of undigging to do just to catch the Sharks, who are 3 points back of a playoff spot. So the Jets are done. They're probably not gonna do too much because they don't want to risk next year, but they are gonna try to get rid of some pieces for sure.
If you're Mike Greer, are you a buyer or a seller with this young of a team right now? Do you hold pat just to see if they can squeak into the playoffs and then you could trade talent?
So, you already bought Kiefer Sherwood.
Yeah.
I think if you're gonna sell, I think that's the piece you sell. But other than that, I wouldn't sell much more than that. Like that's the one piece I'd be willing to sell. And if you can sell him, like you gave up 2 second rounders for him. If you can get something around that value, great. If you have to give up a little bit, like if you get back a second and a third, or 3/3 or whatever, if you end up losing a little bit of value, it sucks, but I'm not heartbroken about it. Whatever. You tried something. If it ends up not working, it ends up not working. It's not the end of the world, but you get. I do want to see him get back at least if he does decide to sell. Like, let's say, for example, if we lose to Montreal, the Canadiens are a playoff team right now as they stand.
Yeah.
They have 75 points, and they're the third team in the Atlantic. So they are they are currently in the playoffs. The East is a little bit more active. The teams are a little bit better in the East. So they could end up falling out, but as it stands right now, Montreal is a playoff team. If the Sharks lose, that makes the decision a little bit harder. If they beat Montreal, I could see Mike Greer trying to maybe find one more piece to become a buyer, but like not a super aggressive buyer. Maybe just find one more, just one more, like maybe another middle six guy, or maybe a if there's a defenseman out there that can like shore up something, maybe something like that, just to shore up the back end a little bit more. Um, I could see some, maybe he makes a tweak, but it's a buy to tweak. I think he mostly rides with what we have. I think that's what's happened here, because I think he believes that what we have here is what he's gonna roll with.
Yeah, I think they might trade Sherwood because isn't he a free agent?
Yeah,
And
he'll be a unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. So that would be
yeah,
the piece you move.
yeah. So like, if he's not willing to sign a contract, then
Mhm.
might have to move him.
Yeah. Oh, I did do the math as we were talking now on Macklin Celebrini. If he continues the rate he's at right now, I think I said like 118 was what I did, just some quick and dirty math in my head. The actual math is 117.344827. So yeah, I was pretty damn good, man. That was pretty good, like quick and dirty math in my head. Yeah.
Well, I think okay, if you're Sherwood, right? He loved playing in Vancouver. Right? I think I would argue to say that he didn't want to leave, right? But I mean, if you're giving up 2 seconds, I would argue that you're gotta trade him at that point. Is there a chance you think he goes back to Vancouver to see if he can sign a long term contract?
No, because he wants to go to a contender.
And he doesn't think the Sharks can be a contender. Oh man, now we gotta go to the playoffs. That's how you keep him.
Yeah, yeah. So if we get into the playoffs, that's the move, right? Getting into the playoffs, that's how you really convince him that this is a place worth sticking around for. So
Yeah,
so yeah,
that's tough. That's tough. Only because it is Friday, right? It ends this Friday.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
got to convince him by Friday that we're going to be a playoff bound team.
Well,
By
he could sign after that, or you can sign him in
Oh
the off season.
yeah, totally.
But I think if you're the Sharks, you want it locked up sooner than later so
Yeah,
that,
you want some guarantees.
yeah, you want that agreement.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see it going either way. Honestly, man, like I saw a couple interviews with him when he got traded to the Sharks, and I didn't know if it was just because of his personality, but he seemed kind of cold, like he was just did not want to do the interview, and I'm like, is this a guy that doesn't want to do the interview, period, or is he a little upset that he's a Shark right now? So because I don't know a whole lot about him as far as his, his interviews and stuff like that. I don't know about all that. But he seemed a little cold in the interviews that I saw with him as a Shark, and I was like, kind of thinking, I'm like, man, does he want to be here? This was right when he was still injured and kind of like waiting around to to get on the ice. And we were kind of wondering when his debut was going to be. So it was a few weeks ago.
I
But
mean,
I
everyone's
was
different,
wondering
but
that.
I don't know why you wouldn't want to be excited to be part of this. I mean, you get to play with the next generational player who makes everyone better. I don't know why you wouldn't want to sign up for that if I were him, but I mean, to each your own, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's a fair point. Absolutely. I agree with you. But maybe he doesn't want to be in California. Maybe he doesn't want to be in San Jose. So,
It's a fair point. It's a fair point. Taxes
I
suck.
hear that a lot about hockey players. They want to play in Canada or closer to Canada.
Yeah, non-traditional markets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out by Friday. Maybe he's on the team. Maybe he's played his last game this week. We'll see.
I'd trade him to the Islanders for Schaefer straight up.
Yeah, I'm sure they're dying to make that trade. I'm sure that's. They're just itching to get rid of him. I'm certain of it.
It's not like he's
I
gonna win a
can't-
Calder Cup or anything.
You can't force trade like the NHL, the video game. Force trade.
Yeah, no. Unfortunately, no. Yeah, this isn't, NHL 99 where you can just make things happen. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, sure, no problem.
That's funny, man.
Oh man. Yeah, so down on the reef though, there was a couple of injuries and they are shutting down a couple of players just for the year. They are shutting down Ethan Cardwell, Cam Lund, and Shane Bowers for the Barracuda. So all three of those forwards are going to undergo season-ending surgeries. Devastating blows for the Barracuda. That's unfortunate. So no more Cam Lund call-ups either, or Cardwell possible call-up either. So unfortunate, but it is what it is, and we'll see them boys next year probably though. So I just wanted to call that out as I was going through my my little side notes that I have as well while I'm scrolling through, just making sure I catch every little bit of notes that I had. Yeah, I guess other than that, I think that pretty much covers hockey. I think we're good. Yeah.
Do we
Yeah.
have our win of the weeks this week?
Oh yeah, we got our win of the week. So upcoming up, we got Montreal on Tuesday. We have St. Louis on Friday, and we have the New York Islanders on Saturday. Uh, uh, Tyler, who do you got?
I got the Islanders on Saturday.
All right, you'll take the Islanders. Sam, who do you got?
I was gonna go with the Islanders because we were gonna beat Schaefer, but
Okay.
I'm gonna go with I want to be different. I'll go with the Canadians.
All right. You know what? I'll take St. Louis then. Uh, we'll go completely live. Everybody's got a chance. Got a chance. So there we go. All three of us are taking a different game this week, and we are all live. Hopefully, we all get a win, and it just does not matter in our win of the week standings. Right now, I am up 4 games. Sam and Tyler have 7 apiece. I have 11.